Hi and welcome to PoyomonTv. Today I will be doing a campsite build. I am really excited for this. I have laid out all of my items outside of my house and I'm going to show you where I'm going to be doing my campsite build. This is the area that I'm going to do my campsite build today, and first and foremost I'm going to put in my favorite cedar trees all over this area. My aim for this build is to make sure that my campsite is blocked away from all of the items in front and it looks like a hidden campsite build right behind my house, and therefore I went ahead and put in 2 cedar trees right in front of this area, and then went ahead and put in custom designs all over this area so that I have a pathway towards my incline which is behind. As you can see, Billy is doing his fishing right there, which is really cute. If you're interested in what custom design codes I am using, I have posted it on my Instagram channel, so go ahead and give it a follow. I wanted to make this area as colorful as I can, so I went ahead and planted an orange tree beside this cedar tree. And then I went ahead and continued putting down my custom designs over the area that I wanted. I also added a peach tree right here. Like I said, I wanted my place to be a little more colorful, so I went ahead and planted more orange trees and more peach trees around this area besides cedar trees. When I'm putting down the trees, it's all about trial and error and just to see how I would feel if I walked around this area. And for this part, I wanted to add in an orange tree as close as possible to the incline because I thought it would match the orangey feel of the incline that was coming down that area. While I'm putting down my custom designs, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I really love it when my villagers walk around my area that I'm just building because it's super cute to see how they're looking at it. As you can see, Solil is with her iced coffee, taking her morning walk, and it just makes me feel so good. Like I said in my previous videos, it's all about trial and error and how you want to make your build look like. For me, I wanted to fill up this area with a lot of flowers and a lot of trees. My main idea was that this campsite would be a rentable tent area for my visitors on my island. The main idea is that visitors on my island would need to come to this campsite right behind me to rent a tent if they would like to have a staycation in my island. So I will be adding in a lot of kids' tent to make sure that this area looks like a staycation that anyone can come to when they come to my island. Once I planted all the trees that I wanted in my campsite area, I went ahead and collected all of the items that I laid down in front of my home at the beginning of this video. Since this was going to be my entrance for the campsite, I went ahead and put in my campsite signpost right in front of this area. And when I was putting down the campsite, I realized that I didn't have much space around this area, so I went ahead and took out the trees that were there and replanted them a little bit at the back so that I could fit in my campsite sign again. After redoing this part, I went ahead and put in my camp sign, and then I decided that I would like to put in some fencing, so I chose the barbed wire fence because I feel that it will go with the rustic look of this campsite build. When I was happy with the build, I went ahead and dropped some fragments on the floor because I really like it when my area is lighted up at night. Here I added a Grand Atlas model because I think that it goes with the theme of camping. And then I went ahead and added the tents for this build. I wanted to make sure that each tent has its own design and vibe to it. The first tent that I laid out here was white, so I incorporated a lot of white items to go along with it. As you can see, I added a cassette player which is grayish and white, just like how the tent vibe is, and then I went ahead and added another stool so that someone could actually sit in front of this tent and maybe take a picture or just chill right outside there. As for the brown tent, I also incorporated a few brown items such as the clay furnace and the go board. I added another stool here. Like I said, it would be cool for someone to chill in this area. I did add a small mushroom platform in this corner, as I feel that the mush items may add the forest and rustic look to my build. When I was done with that side, I did add a little playground gym where the visitors could have some fun sessions as well. Since I was adding items close to each other, I decided to move things to space out and to allow visitors to walk freely. I like when some items are a little covered by the tree, so I pushed the clay furnace just where it looks good to be covered by this tree. When I was happy with that tent, I went ahead to decorate this area of the campsite. So I did add a brick oven because I think it looks good beside this campsite and it does go along with the brownish look for this island. Just to add more character to this place, I did add a teddy bear as well as a tire toy at the side of my campsite. For this next tent, it was going to be an all-girls theme, so I wanted to make it as pink, as beautiful as possible. So I went ahead and added a cosmos shower as well as a little mushroom platform again. I added a soup kettle for this area as well because I think it would look good and it looks like a camping vibe around this area. Once I was done with this side, I did go ahead to my next camping site where I did add a blue tent and I wanted to make the area around it look nice, so I did add another mush item which was a large mushroom platform, and I added a little moon on my left hand side because I think it really looks good and it would look like all of these campers are under the moonlight. As for the blue tent, I did add a little cookware as well as a tiki torch just to go ahead with that theme for the little tent. Here I added a rock statue because I think it goes along with the area. When I was done laying all the items around this build, I went ahead and grabbed all the flowers that I have laid out on my beach so that I could decorate them for this build. Then I just went ahead and dropped the flowers and planted them all over this area, and I just didn't want all the same colors at one place, but I also wanted to make this area as colorful as possible, so I did add a lot of different flowers all over this area with different colors. Since it's going to be Halloween season soon, I also wanted to plant a lot of pumpkin around my island, so I went ahead and planted a few pumpkins across this whole area and made sure that it looked good around the pathway towards my incline. As you can tell, I did add a lot of flowers around this area, but I also didn't want to make it look very packed, so I had spaces in between all of the flowers. Once I was happy with all the flowers and trees that I have put at this build, I went ahead and also added a few more mush items, which was the mush lamps that would allow this area to light up at night. I went ahead and added a few more barbed wires all across this area because I do feel that it gives a rustic look for this build, as well as a little privacy along these tents so that each and every tent looks private and it looks nice. Once I have completed the area with all of the items, trees and flowers, I went ahead and laid down more custom designs such as the weed and flower patches design on the ground. I also wanted this area to look overgrown, so these designs work well with my campsite build. If you're interested in any of the designs I have used in this video, please do check out my Instagram page where I have posted the creator codes for all these designs. While you're at it, do give it a follow. Also, if you haven't already, then please do subscribe to my channel here on YouTube and do follow me on Twitter for new updates. As you can see, I did fill up a lot of these areas with a lot of different custom design codes, so you could do that as well. Once I was happy with my campsite build, I went around the area to make sure that all paths are accessible for my villagers and my visitors. Thank you for joining me on this build. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. I have added them on the description below. Thank you so much for watching Poyomon TV. Have a nice day.